Hello to all my friends out there. Hi, you guys. I hope everyone is doing okay. Okay, I have lots of food left. And so I want to do a video for older women. In healthcare, we call them older adult women. That's what we're called. Survival tips for older women prepping in a city apartment. So you might be older and you might be thinking, well, you know, prepping is for hunting bear and foraging food, like I tried to forage for acorns. I found lots of pine cones with no acorns, so forget that. Okay, let's think about older women, older people, anyone. The most successful older women are probably the ones who've been doing this all their lives. Okay, you're living on a fixed income. So you have only so much money and you want to make the most of your money so that you prepare a little bit for anything. But if you don't have that much money, you can go to food pantries, EBT, or churches. Anyone who's on a fairly low fixed income qualifies for EBT. Limited space. You might be thinking, okay, I'm older, I'm a bit cluttery anyway, where am I supposed to put this food when I do get it? Well, let's see, I have mine, you can have it under the bed. I have had it before there, but I have it under tables, tightly packed cupboards, and small cans and packages. So today, the first thing I did today was I was watching these hoarder videos, and their assignment was to get rid of 3 garbage bags full of stuff per day. And I mean, these were horrific hoards, and I thought, I can do that. So I did that, and I had 3 garbage bags full of pillows. I had a lot of pillows. Okay, so living on a fixed income, limited space, and number 3 thing, personal safety, like break-ins, scams, and civil unrest. So those are some of the pitfalls, but it can still be done. Okay, so prepare for the unexpected. Ancient food hacks meet modern tips. Fish, meat, cheese, and yogurt. That's what I'm going to think about for a while now. Okay, I have some good meal tips. Some of you have seen them, some of you don't. Okay, what I start doing is I have the free app at McDonald's, and I would get the chicken sandwich. I would ask for, I'm so glad I was doing this, I would ask for extra tomatoes and extra lettuce. And then I would ask for a ranch dressing, salt and pepper, a knife, and a fork. And I was getting, I thought, why don't you make your tea in one of these? So let me heat it a little bit. So what I did, and I really liked it, is I took my tomatoes and lettuce off, and so there was mayonnaise on the lettuce and tomato, and I thought, this is a perfectly fine salad. So all you need is tomatoes, lettuce, and mayonnaise, salt and pepper. So that is what I discovered, a great side. Okay, so if you have those vegetables, you can also use them on your sandwiches. And so at Ralph's, I bought chicken cutlets. Marked down. I got 4 for $1.98. When I bought them, I wasn't thinking about this. I just thought, oh, what a great deal. Okay, so the takeaway here, and then I cut the chicken in 3 pieces, and I dipped it in my ranch dressing. So I had like chicken, you know, like fingers. I had my salad, I had my Coke, and then after 15 minutes, I had an ice cream cone. And then I had my 2 hamburger buns for the bread, toasted bread. So that lettuce, tomato, mayonnaise, salt, and pepper is a great salad. So if we have a sandwich and a small salad. Okay, most loved soup is minestrone. This is the worldwide soup. So it's very expensive, but from time to time they have it at Dollar Tree. So today I bought 2 of these, and a half a can is more than enough for 1 meal. So it's 2 meals. Let's see if this is hot. Okay. So I thought, you know what I like about tomato soup is I add milk. So I had powdered milk, and I thought, gee, I wonder if I add powdered milk to this stuff to make a little bit better nutrition. So I did, and it was really good. And then yesterday I bought that, what are these things called? I bought a charcuterie tray. Well, I went to see if I could find another one today, and I did. Where's that thing? I found 2 things, 2 really great things. Okay, so the one I found yesterday had these little bread things like Cheerios, and they tasted so good in my soup. So today I bought this one. Okay, this one doesn't have fruit. This one was $10, but I have 3 kinds of meat and 3 kinds of really good cheese. And then I use my cheese to make my tuna salad. But what's really good is crackers with this good meat, and you can add more than 1 meat. We're going to go into that in a minute. So let me put this up here. Artesian. So I think if you buy these on sale, 1 per week is doable. And then they had these roll and go prosciutto and mozzarella, $3. And so it has 4 of these. So if you cut 1 and 1/3, you have 3 servings. So figure about $1 a serving to go with your soup. Sometimes I eat soup a lot and you don't see me. So, okay, so the takeaway is the most loved soup worldwide is minestrone, and then crackers. I added powdered milk to my soup, and so today I bought these crackers. So look at I'm going to be investigating crackers and meat and cheese. And so here I got these for $6.99, but this is 13 packages of crackers. Toasteds, Club, Townhouse, and Toasted. So basically this is enough crackers for 3 months. So I thought I will buy that. And then I also have Dollar Tree crackers, but I was at Dollar Tree. I couldn't find the good crackers. And I thought, no, I need the crackers, and we'll go into that. So maybe you don't want to cook. And so what I do is I put the meat straight into the freezer and the cheese. And then this meat can easily be, you can easily pry some off. It defrosts very fast. So soup, crackers, cheese, and meat. Number 3, okay, the Augustus Caesar, he lived to be 75 in a time people lived to be 25. And he would have been older. He probably could have lived to be 100, but he was killed, he was poisoned. Rustic bread with pine nuts, small fishes, cheese, and figs. Also on these charcuterie trays, on the one I bought, it had organic apricots, the dried, and so I discovered the organic fruit is much tastier, and so then you can, it's kind of a well-rounded meal. So instead of the small fishes, I don't know what the small fishes were that Augustus Caesar ate, probably whatever they could catch. So I have a meal that's sardines, grilled cheese sandwich, and fig cookies. Okay, today I located crisps, but they were $5 and that was marked down. And then this was $6.99. So I thought, for this week, you have spent enough money on crackers. But what I bought is one of the most important things to stockpile is fish, because I was investigating the Norway, the Sweden, and the something else, and it was canned fish. So I will be making some. What you could do with these is you could make an open faced sandwich. I'm going to go into that in a minute. Or crackers. My boyfriend used to eat sardines with mustard on crackers, and I told his sister, the one who said, "Why am I so cheap?" that they really gagged me, and she goes, "How about herring fillets?" And I thought, after all these years, okay, I'm old, I need the nutrients. So I bought 2 of these. So rustic bread with pine nuts. Pine nuts are very expensive. Small fishes, cheese, and figs. The pine nuts were probably just what they could gather. Then the Oslo diet was salad, so that is why I'm glad I have the tomatoes, the lettuce, and the mayonnaise salad with salt and pepper. Cheese sandwich. This was to keep the Norway kids from starvation. In fact, Norway, they say the famines came every 4 years, and they had a very small population. Milk. So I use my these glass jars that you get your food in are a great thing to use. So you save them up and put anything in them, soup, leftover. The reason I decided to try the milk in the minestrone is because when I eat bean with bacon soup, I put water and then cheese and then milk, and that makes the best soup. And tomato soup and chicken noodle soup, but this is the most loved soup, probably because it's completely nourishing, and a piece of fruit. So if you have dry fruit, a little hand of raisins, or like I bought a lot of figs, I think it was last month. I bought fig Newtons. I'd say the best thing to do is keep your eye out for dried fruit things on sale. And then you guys saw me, I made a crepe. Never made them in my life. They're basically unleavened pancakes. They're very easy to make. And I got the idea off of Elder Girl. She moved to France and she went and had some crepes. So I got a crepe recipe out of my Julia Child's cookbook, and I made crepes. I had some bread. She had good brown bread and some ham. I had the Spam. And the next, I froze the leftover crepe and ham, and it was so good the next day. So take a look at this and say, well, now how could I work this into my grocery shopping? All right, now for stockpile tips. Okay, this came off the Norwegian stockpile, the cold country. They have to store food for the winter. So dehydrated fruit, nuts, dips. Okay, the most loved dip is French onion, pimento, and cheese. I bought one of those. This is another reason I wanted the crackers, because I knew I was going to eat soup, and so I went to Grocery Outlet and start thinking more about cheese. So this is pimento and cheese, and this is some vegan cheese spread. Both soft, so you have good crackers, you have cheese, you have soup, or sandwiches. Okay, salsa, 7-layer dip, and soft cheese. So fruit, nuts, any kind, whatever I can find. Peanuts are very practical because then you can make peanut butter jam. So think of fig, strawberry, and grape. So you're thinking about stockpiling. One of the best for eating fish is probably just, I got these at Dollar Tree one time. I have a lot of food under my little table. Okay, so fruit, nuts, dips, and jam. And then pickles, sauerkraut. Okay, you can easily make your own pickles, but if you can find good pickles reasonable, those are going to go with your sandwiches. We're going to get into that. Sauerkraut for your sausages or hot dogs, and canned fish like this. Also today I bought, I was so relieved. You know, you're gonna need this, like sleeping pills, like Benadryl, and I could not find this except for $6, and I finally found it, so I bought 4. You know, get everything, antifungal, eczema, A&D ointment for $1.25 while you can. And then another thing is for my sandwiches. These cookies are really good from Dollar Tree, and they have peanut butter, and they have tea cookies. I usually buy 6 per month, and 6 crackers, and 6 chips. Chips are really good with sardines. Okay, and then root vegetables, any kind of root vegetables. I have onions and potatoes over there. The tuna casserole was very successful, so I have enough for 2 days. Now go to the Norwegian, Denmark, Norway, and Sweden. Sandwiches, open face meat and cheese. Cooked meat, any kind of cooked meat and cheese. So, bread and butter with fish like herring, cheese, eggs, and vegetables, and pickles. Greens sliced like cucumbers, smoked salmon. So I could buy that at grocery outlet. Herring and egg. Pickles, tomatoes, horseradish, onions. And then think about crisps. I think one of the best ways to find a lot of this food is Aldi's. The charcuterie trays, $10. That was a good price. But you know, in a way, because the food is always available and the cheese is really good, it's worth, if you can find them like marked down like I did, 30%, that's kind of worth it. And then tea. So let me give you a shot of this. Then think about yogurt, homemade, cheese, and butter. So moving a little bit more towards dairy. In case, you know, the meat's, what do you mean in case? The meat's going to get more expensive. All the foods that poor people historically eat, like pork, is going to get more expensive. So now think about this just for 1 minute. Probably you're thinking, I don't want to think about it. Actually, it's kind of interesting. Okay, we had the Stone Age, the Iron Age, and then the Industrial Age. Okay, the farmers prospered after World War I because, you know, Europe was pretty much wiped out. Then we had, in 1929, a worldwide depression. It was kind of after the First World War, and that started us in on the Industrial Age, the Manufacturing Age. We got cars, we got radios, we got gadgets like irons, like washing machines, stuff like that. And it was a prosperous time, and people bought on credit. Does this sound familiar? And then they couldn't pay their bills, and they started losing their job, and it was worldwide. It was really bad. Okay, so we had the the Industrial Age for a long time, and now we moved on to the computer age. With each of these transitions, there was pain. Okay, so we had, it started in 1922 with the radio waves. Then we got communication and computers. I mean, computers were not that long ago. At one time, I remember if you had a pager, that was something else. Okay, so then now, we're moving on to the AI and the robot age. Okay, we know it. Okay, so now this is super interesting. So countries are hoarding gold and silver, but that is not going to work. Now it's going to be energy driven. The wealth is going to be energy driven, and that is going to be driven by lithium and rare earth minerals. Okay, so now think about AI and robots, cognitive computing. So the computers, as of now, I think have an IQ of about 160, but soon they're far going to pass the humans. And then the computers, as of now, they're already thinking, they can, primitive thinking. Anyway, but now what they want to do is interfacing allows humans to interact with AI systems, and then there's interlink. Okay, so like me, when I'm on the AI and I'm asking the AI questions and they're responding and that, but it's going to go beyond that, where the humans are like communicating maybe non-verbally with the AI. Okay, and then there's the conductivity thing. So everybody who follows me, everybody who follows them, there's these conductivities, and they can be drawn on to prosper. To what I like to do is ask the AI to predict the future. That is so fun. Most of the stuff is ridiculous, but that is okay. Okay, so I wanted to mention that. So it's like if you're making sense of what is going on, you're better prepared to say, okay, I want to make sure that I buy food in a way where it's cost effective, I'm not wasting, it's storable so I don't suffer lack. Okay, now I want to mention something too about, I see people moving to other countries, and I'm pretty sure the motivation is that it is cheaper. And it is cheaper. If you move to one of these little villages, you're living in these little villages. So why that is a possibility is because of the internet, because of the AI, because of social media. So you're not stuck out in the middle of nowhere. It's so important. And then also, we want to maybe take a look at the other places in the world and try to figure out, what are you doing over there? How are you doing this? How are you surviving? But I think, okay, my grandmother was born in 1906, and back then they had children young. And then there was my great-grandmother, so figure she was born, say, 1880, or, around there. And then, so the generations were only like 20 years apart then. So I knew everything from my grandmother to my great-grandmother to her grandmother. So that was a long time. And I knew a lot of stuff from the inception of the Mormon church. So a lot of them suffered a lot of hardship. And so a lot of us have, and also there was also martial law that drove them out of Missouri. That's why they had to go across the plains. So, and then also, my husband was in the Vietnam War, which was no picnic. So we were pretty untrusting of, you couldn't find a footprint of me anywhere for years and years. But then we got sloppy, and started getting credit cards and all of that. But the main thing, like if you're older, is proper nutrition, exercise, and good health care. Especially proper nutrition, which it's easier now than it's ever been. Okay, I'll see you later. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And God bless you all. Bye.